One other name I want to bring into the conversation is the name Derek Carr, the quarterback of the Raiders. I don't think anyone really thinks he's going to get traded. But the mere fact that it's even being mentioned is an illustration of just how bad things have gotten in Oakland this quickly after Mack and Amari Cooper and now this. And I just wanted to get your overall takeaway of what is happening there with Jon Gruden in his first year.
Look, there are foundational positions that when you come in and you're building a football team that you have to take care of. Quarterback is one of them. Offensive tackle is one of them. Pass rusher is one of them. Corner is one of them. Number one wide receiver is one of them. Well, look at what they're doing. They got rid of a pass rusher and a wide receiver. And I'm telling you, I personally don't believe, and this is just my gut, that Derek Carr is going to make it to Vegas. He's not going to make it to Vegas with this football team. He is someone whose contract is set up such that he is someone that someone could acquire after this season. And I'll tell you this, as Jon Gruden liked to tell me during the draft, hey, I have a phone too. Shefty isn't the only one who has a phone. I can call up people and talk to them and ask them about what's going on around the league too. And there's chatter about Derek Carr. There's chatter about certain teams that would be very interested in trying to acquire a guy like this, a veteran quarterback to kind of like calm some things down, give them some stability as they build the rest of the roster. Maybe one of those football teams that could possibly be interested in a guy like this is right here in New York.
The Giants.
That's right. So let's just keep an eye on this as, after this year. I don't see something happening this year, but after this year, it's going to get very interesting for number 4. And by the way, I'm a believer in Derek Carr.
Look,
I'm very much so a believer.
This guy who was trending toward being the MVP of the league before he got hurt a couple of years ago, and now we see how far it's fallen. I've got people at this table this week telling me he's been out of the league 10 years. The league has passed Jon Gruden by. You buy that?
No, I don't believe that, although I do believe this. Jon definitely needs someone who is a check and balances type of person for him, who can absolutely tell him, look, that's foolish what we're doing, or, hey, I agree with what you're doing. Maybe we should consider some more things to really vet some of these decisions that he's making. I get the feeling that there really isn't someone who's doing that right now, and he's just saying, hey, look, I just want my own guys. I don't really care what these other guys have done. I don't like how things look right here. I'm just going to start new. When we go to Vegas, I'm going to have all these picks. I'm going to have all this cap room. I've got my own. I'm doing my own way. And a lot of times that's a recipe for disaster when you think that there is always a next best alternative down the road, when quite honestly you have maybe the answers to your questions right there underneath your nose, but you don't want to see it because you're already inherently biased against them.
Yeah,
and
maybe.
I think that can happen, and I think maybe that's happening. We'll see.
Yeah, they'll be in their new stadium in 2020 in Las Vegas. It's not even clear where they're going to play next year.
That's right.
At this point, and they have 3 number 1s in the next draft.